Yo, this is the last episode of Bits. I'm mad.
What?
The Bits!
This wasn't run past me.
I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna...
you know what the worst part is? This is only 2 episodes instead of 4 or 5, so this episode's gonna look significantly shorter in the runtime, so people are going to just think that we are actually just giving up on the bits.
Good gosh,
right,
I'm keeping this conversation in, and I'm just going to say, no, this is not the end of the bits.
Okay.
But the end of the second episode made me mad,
I wish
actually.
you would run this bit by me, because I was suddenly just like, what? Why did you wait till we'd done this thing to tell me this?
Good gosh.
I panicked.
Yeah. But...
Oh. Okay, so, anyway, welcome back to the Bits of Steven Universe podcast. Heart attacks aside, I'm Sam.
Yeah. I'm Jonathan.
Fantastic.
Angry Jonathan.
Angry Jonathan and Mayor Sam. We're here today, we talk about Steven Universe on this podcast, and we are talking about the 2-part half-hour special for Cannot Go Back, and... for A Single Pale Rose.
Yes. Yes. Again, yeah. So, run the rule set for this podcast, especially.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, the way podcast works is we talk about Steven Universe, we hit our likes or dislikes, a little brief summary. We do our comments. I do notes, Jonathan doesn't. And apparently...
I do not.
Apparently we're angry today, so I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming from that.
Yeah. Gosh. I'm not angry about the first episode, though. It's just, like, literally the second one.
Apparently something is terrible has happened, and I'll find out what. So, I had fun. I don't know about you. Before we start up, though... do you want to go ahead and do our comments for the episode? Or do we want to save last week's comments or last month's comments or whatever hiatus time this is?
I don't know. Let's do comments at the top of the episode. It's always nice to do comments at the top.
Okay, cool. So, we got one last time. Well, we got 2 from one person. And it was from, and I'm probably going to screw up this name, I apologize, Moonleia Magics, with an X. And they told us who they were, and then they said what was on their channel. It was apparently AMVs and stuff. And they said that with 3 music emojis, great podcast, love it. Then commented afterwards, also I agree with how Rose Quartz died from Steven, not just like she died, but good points on it. So thanks for that.
Yeah. I know that person.
What's funny...
he's a really, really cool person.
What's funny, a little behind the scenes thing, was last episode we didn't have any comments, so I commented on the episode last week's episode, the day it came up, saying nobody likes this show, and then somebody commented immediately after I put it up, so I swiftly deleted it.
Gosh. I saw that. Gosh.
So that's just a bit from the bits that didn't make the bits.
Indeed.
Alright, so we got that fanfare out of the way. Thank you, Moonleia Magics, for the comments. Love hearing the conversation. But now we cannot go back.
Indeed. Did you call it the bits?
Fantastic. All right.
What? Yeah.
Jonathan, if you'd like to start us off for this episode.
Okay. The worst character in the series shows up at Steven's house and then says, hey, there's a barn on the moon.
Yeah, Steven's asleep in the middle of the night. And my first note for this half-hour special was that I like that Steven has a picture of Connie superimposed over his bed.
Ah,
Like
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they took a clear drawing of Connie and scaled it down and put it on top of the picture of Steven in bed. And so it's just a little, like, superimposed Connie on there. Like if it were an animation from the 90s, that would be a scene where that Connie picture was about to be interacted with.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. And when worst character showed up, my next note, I just said, well, this was a weirdly short episode.
Yeah? Good gosh.
Though he did get redemption, because when Steven is disturbed in his sleep, he asks why we don't just ask the new mayor for help. He says, can't you call her? And Ronaldo gets his one good line that he's ever had. And he says, not for a fourth time.
Yeah.
And then he must have done something, because I just put, I hate Ronaldo in all caps.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like you have a mental block whenever Ronaldo does something.
Oh, it's absolutely intentional. Like, it's purposefully using as little mental cognitive ability looking at Ronaldo as possible at any given moment.
Yeah. But I want to go back to last episode where you just typed in all caps onto your notes, and you didn't know what it was. Then I went back to the episode and was just like, oh, it was Ronaldo.
You know what's hilarious is I think the problem is that I spend more time focusing on the notes when Ronaldo shows up, so that way I intentionally will not remember what they're there for.
Yes.
So anyway, Ronaldo heads aside. Steven looks up and he says, that's the moon base. It's always been there. Ronaldo freaks out. Like, why didn't you tell me? And Steven says, because essentially it doesn't concern you.
Yeah.
And he goes, why does it look like a barn? And Steven's confused. And then he looks up and he sees...
the barn!
Yeah. Lapis ran off. Went to the moon.
Indeed.
So we learn that Lapis didn't go far, and we see Lion get a headache as Steven ends up on the moon.
Yeah. Slams into that wall.
Yeah. It's like, oh look, Lapis, also, Lion, are you okay? Don't fall asleep.
Good gosh.
I'm just saying, you can only use the teleporting lion so many times before it's concussed permanently.
Oh no. I don't want to concuss Lion.
I'm just saying, man, Craig the Creek wouldn't do this to his magic line.
Also, oh gosh, dang it.
What's wrong, man?
Alright. I realized something.
Okay.
I realized something.
Okay.
I will...
I feel
Anger rising.
I feel like angry Jonathan just needs, like, the spotlight and a soapbox for a few seconds before the episode can proceed.
Good gosh.
You just let me know, man. Whatever you need. If we need to do the lights, you need to tell us what Christmas is really about, that's fine. I'll step to the side for a minute.
Gosh. I think, well, we'll continue on with this episode first, because obviously I can't discuss what I'm talking about until the next one.
Oh,
so
a reason to keep around, folks. So, Steven lands on the moon base and decides to go out into the moon to check, and he bubbles himself up, and all I can think of while I'm watching Steven roll around on the surface of the moon is I really want a Steven bubble pinball flash game. Like, just bubble Steven in just a pinball game, nothing fancy, but like just bubble Steven as the ball.
No, you could do break the bricks as well.
Ooh, Arkanoid would be so cool. But I'm just imagining like a moon skin for the pinball machine, like Steven going around rails, and like the little 500 point house thing would be the barn, and I don't know. My mind went wild for a little bit.
Well, you could do a lot with that. You can like go through levels like the water ones, and, like the beach, and then the moon.
And you could get like power-ups by the people that are in the bubble with Steven.
If anybody has like good art skills and knows how to make Flash games, then do that. I want to see that.
Cartoon Network, if you're listening.
Also, yeah,
and
free money.
And we know you are.
Free money. Come on, Rebecca Shitter. You know you can't compete with our podcast.
Uh-oh, Jonathan's talking to himself again. For those new to the podcast, last week, month, hiatus time, Jonathan declared this big secret reveal that he was actually Rebecca Sugar the whole time. So, he's having an identity crisis. Much like Lapis is having an identity crisis as she's singing an off-key version of Stronger Than You as Steven approaches her.
Indeed.
She explains that she was afraid of the diamonds and had to run off, but then she got real far and felt lonely and came back. And we find out that she has almost like her own little Rose's room, you know, without the murderous shipping.
Yeah. Did you tell it? Also, when she reveals the globe to Steven, and what it does, did you call it, which is spy on the like what's going on Earth. It is a spear that the Dons use to serve their colonies.
Yeah.
She utters my favorite line when Steven asks, just like, isn't that technically spying? I wouldn't call it spying. That would make me feel bad.
Yeah. All I wrote for this whole section is I love how seriously Peridot is taking essential catapult duty as Lapis is watching them and her using her metal powers. And she's super serious while everybody else is having fun. And then I just wrote, Sundre Lapis is Sundre. Yeah.
I want to imagine during the, like, that exactly is she's, like, going, like, no, that was all wrong. You should have done, like, aimed more precisely at this and that and whatever.
I want to see a version of this scene where Peridot's freaking out over it, and then, like, Amethyst just hands her a whip and goes, alright, you do it. And then Peridot's just like, what? She's like, yeah, hit the cans, Peridot.
Yeah.
Like, just calling her on it. So, after a little bit more talking and exposition, we get our very first Lapis song of the series.
No, run that back.
Running it back.
Because, what you call it, this is what exactly happened.
Uh-oh.
She utters the spying line, and then Steven asks, but why? And then, to avoid the question completely, she sings a song.
I mean, is that not why you sing in your daily life? I just thought that
sing
went
away
saying.
from your problems.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Don't you know that all musical theater is just people not wanting to talk about themselves?
Truly.
Yeah.
That just, like, bothered me when it happened, though. Just like, no, don't sing your way from your problems. Explain why you're doing this.
Why do you think the play Rent is so popular?
Gosh.
No one wants to talk about Rent, so we sing instead.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Oh, musicals. So, we get to continue on?
Yeah.
Awesome. Lapis sings about her problems. I loved it. 2 notes into the song. She sounds like a Disney princess, and also this song sounds like a combination of memory from Cowboy Bebop and any given track from Animal Crossing.
Interesting.
It's definitely, like, super close to something, because my ear was, like, I had to listen to it a couple times just to get through it because my brain was like, this is not a new song. This is something you know.
I will play enough of that song not to get us in trouble.
What are you going to do? Sue yourself? You're Rebecca Sugar.
No.
Lapis has the great line after a song, though, where she just says, maybe I overreacted. It's like, yeah, you took your house to the moon. Of course you overreacted.
Yeah? Oh, gosh.
Also, I've said it before, but Lapis reminds me of Terra from Teen Titans.
Huh.
Original Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go.
Obviously.
That needs clarification nowadays, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, they had some character changes, then we're not going to get into it. This isn't a Teen Titans podcast.
Yeah. Indeed. We will not do a Teen Titans podcast. I'll say that right now.
I mean, I do like an old school Teen Titans podcast, but we're getting further and further away from the point.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, she's very much like the on-off, doesn't know where she wants to be in life, and is making it a struggle for everyone around her that just wants her to be happy. Not to say that she's being, like, necessarily problematic or, like, making everyone else suffer. It's just, like, watching people who clearly care about her not really knowing how to help her because she doesn't really know what she needs, kind of thing.
See, for me, what you call it? It's shades of top.
Oh, yeah, from Avatar.
Yeah. Like, because in most situations she's jaded, but when it's something that she can actually get into, she's like really excited and everything.
Ironically, both characters control rocks. Or not ironically, coincidentally. And then we get Lapis the Waterbender. So, yeah, that's just a weird coincidence. But that aside, we get another great line from Lapis after she compares locking herself in a mirror to leaving the moon, or to being on the moon, rather. She says the great line where she laughs and says, "The moon sucks."
Yeah. Did you call it? The animation direction on that is great because she does like the whole like let me paint the picture for you. The moon sucks, and you see the hand come down.
Yeah. I want "The moon sucks" to be a T-shirt, like big time. And you know what? I made it a T-shirt. tpublic.com/user/something about geek stuff. "The moon sucks" is a T-shirt. It has the moon sucks, a picture of the moon, and the barn on top. I made it while I was waiting for Jonathan to do this podcast.
Gosh.
So check it out. Grab it if you like it. If not, it's still going to be there regardless. But I wanted a thing. I made a thing.
Alright, fair enough.
Once again, tpublic.com/user/something about geek stuff.
Alright. So, yeah. Did you call it?
Threw you off with that one, didn't I?
Yeah. She'll pass me there. But, what do you call it? So, I think from there we can go into, like, Steven's vision, right? Am I missing anything?
No, I think you're good. All the other thing I said was Steven was drawn super smugly for no particular reason when he's talking to Lapis. And I think that was just an art direction thing.
Super smugly?
Smugly.
Smugly.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
I'll send you a clip to go on screen. He's just got a smug look on his face. It's like, this is a heart-to-heart. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, see, I read that as, what you call it, like he's like really sleepy. He's just like, yeah, you talk about that thing, Lapis. Ronaldo woke me up. I'm just gonna get some Z's.
I'm on the moon. Rather be in bed. You know, whatever. Exactly. He's just super flexible about it.
Yeah.
So anyway, you want to get into the flashback?
Yeah. Stephen falls asleep, and he sees a vision of the diamonds talking to Pink, Diamond, and what do you call it? They're saying like,
you wanted this pet
worry.
dog, now walk it.
Yeah, essentially, just like, if you got a rose quartz problem, deal with it. Just deal with the rose quartz problem.
You said you
Take
would
care of.
feed the dog every day. You said you would walk him. And now look what's happened. We're not walking your dog for you. Go take care of your dog. You promised you would take care of him.
Forget about a rose quartz.
Oh gosh. Which is weird because my next note is talking about accents. How long has Blue Diamond had an Irish lilt?
I hadn't noticed it.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until this episode, but I was just like, whoa, like, she has a super thick Irish accent. Like, there's just a little lilt to it, to where it's like, this is bizarre.
Maybe that could be the voice actress herself.
I don't know, but I'd never caught it until this episode. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. Go ahead, continue on.
Yeah, so that conversation happens, and you see, what you call it, a Pearl with the sword, but not any Pearl, our Pearl.
Yo, Pearl,
and it's Rose's swords. Yeah, and stabs Pink Diamond in the back, and then Steven goes to the line, "Take me to Pearl."
Yeah.
Oh, shoot! I jumped the gun super hard. I'm bad. I'm bad. Running it back.
He's excited to get to that rant, guys.
Yeah.
Angry Jonathan can't be contained.
Gosh.
So, running it back. Steven, after he leaves his vision...
Yeah.
Tells Lapis, like, yo, things have been going down. Lapis decides to freak out again and run off some more. But then also maybe come back. But then no, she totally wants to leave and she flies off.
She called that line of, like, I'm going to run away again, but you should be used to that by now. Like, oh, Lapis, no.
See, you had that thought. My thought was, how is Steven going to move the barn off the moon?
He's not taking that back with him.
His uncle owns that barn. Just
leave this barn with these little monsters. It's on the moon now. How am I gonna construct a plane that goes up to the moon?
I'm just imagining, like, Steven Universe's version of NASA, and, like, put a cool, like, 60s astronaut sound over my voice on this. Just going like, that's one small step for man, one giant leap for... Wait, is that a barn?
Alright, yeah, I can do that.
And just a panic of just, like, everything they know. Just like, we worked so hard to get... Why is there a barn here? Who put this up here? And then, like, the cows and everything, everyone's panicking. Are there animals on the moon? And there's, like, a big search mission to find the livestock on the moon. Yeah, I ran with that one for a minute. And then I wrote that Lapis is gonna die in the Infinity War.
Lapis will not return.
I got a feeling that when everything goes down and the diamonds are ready to do their thing, and then inevitably won't end up doing their thing and be talked down by Steven, I still think Lapis Lazuli shall be a Lapis casualty.
Gosh. I'm just sad, because I really, really like Lapis.
Now, if only Lapis could really, really like Lapis.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Lapis runs off into space. It flies off into space with watery space wings.
Bye, Water Mom.
Indeed. And leaves Steven behind. Steven's left with this vision and lying alone on the moon. He decides to go back home and see what's up with Pearl.
But also, it's still 4 in the morning, so maybe when he wakes up.
Yeah. Good gosh.
You know what's real funny about all this?
What?
I've been thinking about the dynamic of, like, Steven collecting moms and that running joke that was going for a while. But I've decided that I feel like Lapis is an older sister more, and Peridot's more of a younger sister.
Huh.
In this episode overall, I was like, it's just funny how that dynamic has changed from water mom to sibling.
Yeah.
A moisture sibling.
I feel like Steven and the Crystal Gems feel like moms and the son, because like all of them like have brought him up and taught him different things and new things about life.
Just not as a baby. Just not as a baby.
Yeah, yeah, just not as a baby. It did a really bad job. But in terms of like Lapis and Peridot, I'd say Steven's acted more as a big brother to them, teaching them about like how Earth can be like really cool.
Sure. See, that's funny.
Like,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say like just because like they had like a negative connotation, like negative mindset on what Earth is and is to them and everything.
Yeah.
Like they changed their minds because of Steven's mindset.
Yeah. See, I think I've just kind of in my head I've put Steven as a middle sibling, like Lapis being older, and so it's interesting that you're seeing it as a older Steven to a younger Lapis and Peridot.
I only say it like that just because, like, I don't know, in the situations that they've had trouble with something, like, Steven's just gone, like, but no, please, look at it this way. Okay. And you're just like, oh, I didn't really look at it that way. And I think that's part of Steven maturing and everything, and taking what he's learned from the Crystal Gems to Lapis and Peridot. But I think I don't know, there's supporting evidence for all types of ways and things. Like, you think about it.
Sure. So, with that in mind, if we can't not go back, can we go forward to a single pale rose?
Oh, no, wait.
Oh, no.
What did you call it?
Oh, no.
You're jumping the gun now.
What is happening?
You gosh, you do your ratings, and I don't.
Oh, okay. I was just going to save it till the end because I viewed these as one episode.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No, you're good. If I had to give this one a rating, it was like 4 out of 5. It was a good episode, but it wasn't a great episode. Had some okay lines, but overall, it's not one that I'd like. I'll watch Lapis sing, and that's about it. The rest didn't really stick with me.
That's fair. So,
apparently, we can't go back.
Yeah. And what you call it? I'd say, no, I thought it was okay.
You know what else you would say?
What? The bits. Or the bits. I said the bits wrong. So, how about that Pelrose episode?
Hey, Jonathan, can you do me a favor?
Yeah?
Yeah, Can you call my phone real quick?
Okay.
Yeah, I think I lost it somewhere. I don't... Oh, hey, thanks. Okay. Found it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I guess we don't have to go on this big adventure after all, and this whole episode's for nothing.
Gosh. Strong. That's a level of pettiness that even though I haven't seen it that far. Oh gosh.
Oh. Anyway, single pink rose.
That's how you feel. Yeah.
Or single pale rose.
Yeah.
Freudian slip there. Turns out, Pearl has yet to use her phone. Which is frustrating because I want her to be texting her cool pink girlfriend.
Indeed. And also does not know how cases work.
Yeah. Pearl sends her first text message to Steven, and I want to start texting like Pearl. Or it's just, Dear Steven, hello. From Pearl. I want to go out of my way to have that every time I send a message.
Yeah. Send it like a real letter.
I want to just ostracize myself with text and just make it where no one wants to talk to me.
Gosh.
Hey, random question. Are iPhone, like, keyboard clicky sounds copyright by chance? Because Steven straight up used iPhone keyboard clicks.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I just thought that was weird. It randomly caught me off guard. Of like, huh, what? That's like the sound you hear everywhere. Okay.
I think it's a public domain sound.
Huh. Go figure. Well, I mean, I guess
if
if
anything,
iPhones...
it's really, really easy to recreate.
Yeah, if iPhones can have the Kim Possible ringtone, anything's possible.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyway, phone fun aside, Amethyst goes to get Pearl a phone case that she just has for some reason in bulk. Does Amethyst just knock over trucks? Is that how she's just coming across these things? Like, yeah, you need a phone case? I got a phone case. Let me go get one for you. Fell off a truck. Don't worry about it.
See, I think she lives in the dump. Like, she eats garbage and then she just goes like, oh, this is a cool thing. I'm gonna bring it back to my room dump.
Can someone
because we saw the episode. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Talk about it in this room.
Did you call it? Because we saw the episode where her room's actually like a trash dump.
For those of you that aren't like super ambitious of creating a whole Flash game for our momentary amusement, someone please draw Oscar the Grouch fused with Amethyst.
Gosh.
I just think that'd be neat.
That little trash monster.
So, with the moment of quiet, Steven goes up to Pearl and basically asks, you know how my mom killed a man? I was wondering if maybe it was you that killed the man.
Oh yeah. Did you call it? Like, it's surprisingly bold for Steven.
Yeah. And then Pearl freaks out and grabs a suitcase and walks off. I want to text like Pearl. I want to walk like Pearl in this scene with her weird suitcase. I think it'd be amazing.
Also, does Amethyst have a phone?
I don't know. She just has a bunch of phone cases, she said. So.
Yeah. But
she must.
And she talks like she knows how to use a phone and everything. And she's like, yeah, this is how text messages work and everything. And she's like, yeah.
I bet she ate it. Like just, you know, Amethyst and her like random pica appetite of just eating things at random. It's pretty. Yeah. I thoroughly convinced that she had a phone, like the Dahlia bought her one or something, and then she just after a while was just like, you know, I'm constantly putting this thing up to my face. I gotta try it, and then just ate her phone.
Yes.
That's my headcanon.
Yeah.
So, Steven in his distress, he goes to get some fry bits, and or tater tot bit. Are they? Yeah, I guess they're bits.
Yeah.
How do you get a bit off a tater tot? I don't know. And I came to the realization that the hot to tot truck looks, the Mayor Dewey head looks strikingly like onion. So I'm going to make one of our 100% always correct predictions that there's going to be a side story in an episode about Petey going into business with Onion, and it's hot to tot featuring Onion, and it's Onion's rings, and so they'll sell tater tots and onion rings together.
Okay, that's a strong idea.
Strong idea off a dumb background thing.
I feel like it could be foreshadowed. either he's getting kidnapped, or he's going to make onion rings. That's the predictions.
Or both.
Yeah, true.
Maybe his onion rings are so good that our last transition villains come back specifically to pick him up and have some onion rings.
That's fair.
You know what, Rebecca? Just give me a season. Just let me write a season of Steven and just Space Captain Onion.
All right, granted.
All right, fantastic. I knew working on this podcast would get me something.
I'm not broken sugar, I swear.
I think for this episode, I'm going to be the mayor of onion rings.
Okay. It's fun.
Yep, as mayor of anything, I decree myself mayor of onion rings for this episode. Anyway, back to the plot. Steven gets a mysterious text message from Pearl, which could quickly be cleared up by Amethyst did it. But he goes and confronts Pearl about it. It's like, you sent me a super cryptic text message in an emoji.
Yeah.
And she says, nope, wasn't me. And he says, could you have possibly butt dialed me? And she says, no, that's impossible. And takes a long pause. And I expected her to say, I don't have a butt. And just keep going. And I don't know why my brain auto-filled that, but that's just how I expected that scene to go.
Fair enough. I feel I feel like that's more of an Amethyst response though than the Pearl one.
I don't know.
Doesn't have a butt. She can't butt dial you.
Oh, so it's her bashing Pearl?
Yeah.
That's not nice.
Indeed, it's not. But when that's Amethyst, everything thinks.
Fair enough. So, it also wouldn't be the worst thing she did. Pearl ends up saying, like, I haven't seen my phone in forever. And just starts pulling things out of her head, including a wad of cash, which leads me to believe that when Pearl said she was a criminal for 500 years, it was because she, at one point, held up a bank. Amethyst is tipping over trucks, and Pearl's robbing banks.
I want to imagine that she went into the bank that organized the money. Like, the police came in and she's just like, oh, and actually accidentally threw in her head and started running.
I just see her going in like, what do you mean they have serial numbers and you don't alphabetize them? You have numerical and alphabetical order to work with here, people. And like she's just screaming, she has her spear, and everyone's just scared.
Love it.
If anyone doesn't want to draw the other thing of Oscar the Grouch, draw that instead.
There's a lot of options in this podcast.
I want Payday Pearl.
Pearl and Payday, yeah.
I'd wear that mask in Payday too. So,
yeah.
Pearl decides, I can't find my phone. Climb inside my skull and find it for me.
Into this one scene that we're going to use over and over again in this episode.
Animation's hard. and expensive.
Did you not? I will say that they did change it up for like the bottom half for every pearl that they did. Because I went back and looked.
Wonderful. So he gets to the first level of pearl, and it's the organization level, and she's organizing everything, and she wants to put Steven next to the spears, which I am all for. Just stick Steven with the spears, floating in midair.
Yeah.
And then Steven gets the great line of, "No, don't file me."
She's gonna put him with the other S related stuff.
So she is explaining to Steven that of all the pearls, she's the most organized. She's great at organizing things. And Steven's like, "That's great, but where's your phone?"
No, would you call it? The exact phrasing of that is she's great at compartmentalizing things.
Ah, I did catch that. That's amazing.
Yeah. It's a strong line. This is a strong line.
It really is. I love that. So, she realizes, oh, it's probably a cell phone. And she flips over to the C's, and Pearl has so many numbers from people.
Yep.
Pearl just has a whole wall of her brain dedicated to every time someone gave them her number, or gave her their number. And it is amazing. Also, I didn't pause it to look, but I hope none of those numbers actually work.
They don't. Hopefully they're 800 numbers.
Or 555s.
Yeah. So... yeah, don't call stuff you see on television, especially in cartoons.
Yeah, we don't want another Bruce Almighty situation. So...
I want to know about that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
This is the problem with doing this over Discord. We just keep interrupting. Or I keep interrupting. Anyway, so... Pearl's very good at suppressing and compartmentalizing her emotions. And she's begging Steven to stay where everything is alphabetized. And I just said in all caps, I want to stay where everything is alphabetized.
Yeah. Did you call it? You know that quietest room in the world, I thought.
Oh, the one that people can't stay in for like 45 minutes or whatever?
Yeah. I feel like that's Pearl's mind right there. Just stay where everything's alphabetized and quiet. There's no chaos going on in here. Just order.
Now I'm just mad. I'm looking at my bookshelves and like my filing cabinets for all the comic books and everything, and I'm just thinking, no matter how organized my system, no matter how many subsections and categories, I will never be as organized as level 1 Pearl with her literally floating, invisible sorting system that just leaves everything perfectly pristine and floating in midair.
Truly.
All this episode's done is make me want something that I can't have.
I feel the same way.
Uh-oh.
Happiness.
Angry Jonathan's coming out.
Gosh.
Quickly, move on with the episode. Just like I lost my mind, diamond. Oh, no. Pearl was going to say phone. Just like she lost her phone.
Indeed. Because we get sad 80s Pearl.
Sad 80s Pearl. Yes, please let that be the wiki name for her.
Sad 80s Pearl is sad about Rose about the half Steven.
Yeah.
Or deciding to have Steven.
She's gonna lose her just like she lost her phone.
Yep.
Also, if there's not a blind box of Steven Universe figures and sad 80s Pearl is not an option, I will be so sad. And so 80s.
Indeed. Steven has a lot of good lines this episode.
Oh yeah.
Just like him hearing Pearl sad about him being born, and he's just like, awkward.
Yeah. I loved it when he went down to level 3 of like the war ground, and it's just like, yes, Steven, find my phone among the corpses. because there's just gems everywhere. And he has the
Yeah.
great line of, her phone better not be inside her pockets.
Yeah. What you call it? Because that's where you leave your phone, your past war memories.
It was great.
Cynical Steven.
Oh, then we got a bright light, and I had a momentary fear. I was worried that we were going to get the Adventure Time Mushroom War situation. Have I told the story about Pen Ward on the podcast yet?
You have not.
Okay, cool. Should I take a second now and just run by it? Explain my hesitation?
Go for it.
When Jonathan and I were freshmen in college, I had the opportunity to meet Pen Ward when he came and spoke at the university. And I was talking to him. And super nice guy, let me say that. Super nice, super cool. But I was talking to him, and this was around the time that Adventure Time had started really, like, dropping hints about the Mushroom War. And, like, the whole nuclear fallout was what caused the world to ooh and all that. And I asked him about it, like, hey, what caused this tonal shift in the episodes? Like, it seems like every third episode has this dark, like, apocalyptic vibe to it, and it's this crazy phenomenon of, like, changing mid-series. What's going on with that? And he told me something that immediately broke my heart and killed Adventure Time for me. And I want to give it that pause and precursor for those of you that don't want to have Adventure Time tarnished in any sort of way. But he told me, in more or less his words, was, there's no plan for it. We just wrote it because it sounded cool. Yeah, there's no, like, story or grand idea for it. It's just something that we thought was interesting. And we just kind of write episodes based off what we think was neat at the time that we were sitting in the writing room. And I had to pretend not to be so sad because I thought it was such a cool story that was being built up, and it turned out it was just, we thought it was cool. And they've since solidified it and turned it into a story, but at the time it was just, it hurt me. And so I was worried. Yeah, go ahead.
I will say that Rebecca Sugar's in interviews and stuff, just saying, like, yeah, this is planned. What you call it? Lars turning into a zombie was planned. This has been planned. They've like leveled out like where they're going with the story very much.
Right, and I totally believe Rebecca and everything she's saying. I just have that hesitation of, like, no matter what, even the most, like, streamlined, clear cause and effect stories could just be, I just thought it was cool. And I've had trust issues ever since I was told that.
Gosh.
Though I did get a cool drawing that's a self-portrait of Pen Ward drawing his self-portrait, which was neat. So that's a nice little thing I own for after that interaction. Yeah. So, I mean, I got a cool doodle. It traded a show that I was loving at the time, but I got a cool doodle. Also, if no one calls this episode Pearlception online, it'll be a shame.
Yeah. It's just a pearl within a pearl within a pearl within a pearl.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah?
Is it time for Angry Jonathan?
Okay. Sure, I'll be mad for a second, but let me explain why I'm mad from here.
Hold on, if we're gonna do this right.
Lights, please.
Alright, so, setting the stage, we get a vision of Rose Quartz and Pearl talking to each other. And you call it, like, Rose is going on about, like, yeah, all you have to do is just hit me with the sword. And what you call it, Steven's going, like, what? What's going on over here? And what you call it, like, and Pearl gets nervous and just, like, I don't know. Like, is it really that easy? And then what you call it, Rose drops the biggest bomb ever and says, well, yeah, I can't shatter myself, can I? So, all of my theories have gone out the window. What you call it, this whole thing has all just dropped back to just, there was no rose quartz. There was only just pink diamond. Oh my gosh. What the heck is lying? What's going on? Why did we have to make up the whole lore of freaking Rose Quartz being leader of rebellion and stuff? I don't know why.
And why did Yellow Diamond freak out in the courtroom?
Yeah, what the deuce is that?
Yes, fuel the fire. Fuel the fire.
There's so many hints to anything else. And it's just like, oh, burn all your ideas, everybody. Pack it in. Because this is what is happening now.
Why would Pink Diamond go to Yellow and Blue for help with Rose Quartz if she was Rose Quartz?
Yeah. Of course, I think there's plenty of ways to, like, just fill in those gaps now with excuses. Like, friggin', she could have made up the thing of just like, yeah, I don't want to be a diamond anymore. These diamonds have to run these colonies and stuff. And if I'm running this colony, I have to be oppressive and everything. If I run as a rebellion against the diamonds, then we can eventually just be who we are. I guess. I don't know.
People died, Rose.
Yeah? Tons of people died. See, her ditzy attitude is now amplified to be like this. This is the worst trait. It's like, yeah, I love these things, and I love all these weird things that humans do and stuff. Like, ooh, emotions. You died for this pearl, not pearl. What you call it? Rose. You died. You killed people just to have these ditzy interactions. But
it was concerning.
Yeah, I will say that I had like this kind of spoiled for me, so there wasn't a full snap when it happened. It was one of those memes of what you call it, like, hey, I wish I could find a guy like this, and then like the other character going like, but I am that guy in that picture. Yep, sure wish I could find. No, just blah. I'll put that up on the screen. People will find it funny, but I will not find it funny because I was spoiled by that film. And I guess that's my fault for being on the internet. But yeah, so just this whole thing, in what you call it, like the whole setup of this episode just being like, hey, you want the answer? Keep on going. Hey, you want the answer? Keep on going. Hey, you want the answer? Yeah, here you go. You made it this far on this dumb phone chase.
Here's your phone, you filthy animal.
Yeah. Gosh. And over.
Wonderful. Thank you for that delightful moment. Now we know what Christmas was all about, so, thanks for that.
Thank you.
So, Steven gets the phone, and he comes back out of Pearlception, And he realizes that he can finally confront Pearl about it, because Pearl had promised Pink Diamond, also known as Rose, also known as Steven, that she would never mention it to anyone else. Which is weird because, again, Pink Diamond as Rose is Steven. She wouldn't be mentioning it to anybody else. And yet... Oh, and yet nothing. She just chose to follow the order way too close. Which I guess is par for the course for Pearl.
Yeah, what you call it? I was thinking just like the way she super rebelled against
No, here's the fun part. She wasn't a criminal for hundreds of years.
She's just following orders.
Yep. So that cool line of I've been a criminal for however many thousand years or whatever, totally not true.
Yep.
She's been doing exactly as she was told.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
This takes all the symbolism out of like a lot of stuff for me.
Is Garnet really stronger than you?
Gosh. Like I guess what you call it, Pearl found freedom and doesn't need to be treated like just a regular Pearl anymore. But she's essentially doing what every other Pearl's doing.
You're not
Except
wrong.
She call it like there's a whole like slavery thing. And just like it's like if the person who was working the plantation was just like, yeah, let's free all the slaves. So I'm just like, no. I guess that's cool, but that kind of takes away if the person goes like, yeah, I'm a free person. Just like, I don't know. This is bad.
So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan lied. We believed that the Angry Jonathan arc was over, but really it was still going. Isn't it hard to be lied to?
Good gosh. I'm just finding new things to be mad about now. You go through so many episodes. You wait for months, you make a podcast.
You realize that Rose's room breaks the series almost as bad as Future Vision.
Oh, wait, what?
Steven goes into Rose's room. I want to talk to my mom. Tell me the truth about Rose Quartz. Ba-dum-bum.
Oh, I thought that was because his mind makes up the actual image and stuff.
Who is he made of?
True.
Just go, yo, whose gem is this? Also, weird that Rose's diamond, or I guess quartz, turns to be a diamond and somehow gets far more ridges on top of it.
Wait.
Yeah, because
I thought it was...
Because like a quartz, the rose quartz had like, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, I think. And then you turn the diamond, and you know how diamonds are made, like they're just like a bunch of triangles going around the rim of it.
Yeah.
So it would have significantly more sides, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Now I'm Googling it. Yeah, no, straight up. I'm going to put this picture. I want you to just go ahead and throw it on the screen for our YouTube listeners for me.
Okay.
Because that's unforgivable. But you know, planned from the beginning.
Oh no. Did you call it? You're obviously some things that. Oh yeah, that's a lot more. That's way too. Did you call it? Hold on, let me pull up what.
Jonathan's reacting to the picture of the diamond from above.
Steven's gentleman.
Not that.
I know. I need to know though.
Oh, just put them side by side. People will understand your dismay. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for Angry Jonathan Part 3.
Gosh. If this is one of those fan theories that they were just like, yeah, let's run with that, and just like, no, I dislike you. I dislike you, user on the internet, and I dislike whoever showed this to Rebecca Sugar.
Pink Lion is a fusion.
Don't do this to me. Gosh. No. I had theories. Things were starting to make sense.
This is why I make dumb theories.
Gosh. I'm so distraught I can't type.
You know what? I'm not the mayor of Onion Rings in this episode. I'm the mayor of never getting too committed to any single plot line.
Gosh.
Vote for me.
No, I don't. Yeah. That's not enough to beat Diamond. Like,
I feel like I'm poking a bear. Or maybe a lion.
Bravo! Bravo! Wait. What are you doing, Internet?
I think that's kind of the question that we could ask, like, the Crewniverse and the Internet as a whole.
Yeah, what did you call it? But there's a picture of Yellow Diamond with, what do you call it, not a gem that's not like the same like riches as an actual diamond. I guess that's the way of covering it, at least.
We hadn't seen it yet.
I don't know. What do you call it? Looking at Yellow Diamond's diamond.
Oh.
It doesn't have the same numbers, like riches.
I was talking to someone today, and we were talking about why White Diamond hasn't made an appearance yet. What if White Diamond's made up? Hear me out on this.
Yeah, what do you call it? Freaking no, it's not that. It's just like Pink Diamond doesn't look like that. Did you call it freaking? I need to go back to the episode. Oh my freaking gosh, I'm angry.
You know, I was getting into theory territory, but part 4, yeah. You know, I'll just. I got a big mute button on my mic. Let me just hit that real quick. I'm just gonna let you go, man.
Gosh, I'm looking at the Pink Diamond right now, and it's not the same one as they used in this episode. So.
Wait, you mean to tell me Steven Universe has inconsistent art?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but this time it's just like plot inconsistency. Like, usually we stay super nice about the episode. I feel like I don't know. I'm distraught about this one.
Well, you know, complaining about a cartoon on the internet fixes everything. And click the mute button again.
Gosh. Truly. Gosh. But just, I don't know. Why? It's very much like a turn in a direction just like where? Where did you turn? Why did you turn this way?
We'll find out in a month and a half.
Yeah, what did you call it? I stuck around too long for to be rightfully upset as well. I'm going to put clown honks in front of that so no one actually hears. Because those are spoilers.
So yeah, spoilers. We're avoiding those. I'd like to say that this podcast will only talk about episodes as they come out. So that way everyone has an opportunity to see everything and you don't have a chance of spoiling stuff.
Indeed.
That being said, if you've been in this podcast with us and you haven't been watching the episodes beforehand, man, have you been watching this wrong.
Yeah. Did you call it? Gotta, like, do the little story things just so, like, you get a good track. Like, maybe you watch the episodes, like, super far back, and then you're just like, hey, watch, like, listen to this, and what you call it, the recaps help you with that.
Maybe this is the year 2025, and you're watching this after Steven Universe has claimed its 5th Emmy for its excellent screenwriting and dedication to plot that's appeared ever since this episode.
Yes. My diamond's a bat. It's shaped in a bat. It doesn't matter. I'm a diamond.
You know what I just thought of?
Yeah?
Rose quartz is Pink Diamond's gem sona.
Yeah?
So who made up the story then? The story that Garnet lied to the off-colors about.
What you call it? I would think it's what you call it, like what Rose Quartz like told them before Steven came and everything.
And why would she be called the anti-gem?
Interesting. Okay, now that's something actually like I'm interested in thinking about.
Well, I apologize I've been boring you up to this point, Jonathan. I know I can't have the riveting plot and structure of Steven Universe, but, you know, I'm trying.
You got it.
Would it help if I told you that I was Rebecca Sugar all along?
Oh, there can't be two Rebecca Sugars in the room.
No, it's okay. You're Pearl in disguise. It's fine.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh.
We're here to go after the mayor of anything. I don't want to be a politician anymore, Jonathan. I just want to make cartoons.
Gosh.
And I can't very well shatter myself, can I?
Mm. How does it turn into a circle? None of them are shaped like diamonds. Because I'm just like looking at a whole Google page of different pictures of what the diamonds gems look like, and they're all like freaking baseball diamonds, not actual diamonds.
I love this so much. Oh,
because
I just want to see you with like a cork board and just like crazy like detective crazy person, newspaper clippings and like yarn going across everywhere and crossing over, and there's like pins holding everything up. It's just a bunch of different pictures of diamonds spliced in with Steven Universe characters.
I'm Charlie in the mailroom.
Exactly. I can't believe that Pink Diamond was Pepe Sylvia all along.
Good gosh. Why? Hold on, I need to send you this picture.
Oh no. Alright, throw it up on the screen. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
And I've been asking this a lot, but just the whole time I've been having this discussion, and you've just been worrying about diamonds, will you just show a slow Google scroll of just Google images of diamonds? Just the whole time you've been searching this.
Yeah, I can do that.
Just like overlaid, not like actually, like a transparent of it, just overshadowing the Bits logo.
Oh yeah, that's totally possible. Good gosh.
Just to show that you've truly lost your mind with this thought of geometry.
Just like, yes, that's the image that I want to upload. Look at those. Look at all of those.
Okay.
Obviously,
Jonathan has pulled up many pictures of gems and everything that's been drawn in the show. We've got everyone's gem, it looks like, even Bismuth. So what am I saying here?
like, look at how all the other gems are shaped, and look at the diamonds.
Right.
Now, how do you flip one of the diamonds and come out with one of those? Like, legit, it does not make sense.
Yay. Oh my gosh. I love it.
Where's that
literally
round?
entered to the point.
Where?
Oh, never mind. That needs to be a t-shirt.
What needs to be a t-shirt?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it so much. You've literally entered the territory of square peg round hole. Oh,
What you call it? You know what?
You're not wrong.
What you call it? Just take that shape the diamond and then just like put it in one of those like little slot test things they do with pigeons, and just have a pigeon try to fit the quartz into the diamond hole.
Oh my gosh. I'm just imagining like a gif of a kid with like the little peg tables and the little hammer, just hammering the square peg in the round hole, but it has Rebecca Sugar's face superimposed over the kid. Oh, if such a thing exists, I will be making it this evening.
Gosh.
If such a thing does not exist, I will wait until I've had a child of my own, or the ability to create this GIF and make it happen. Years after the fact.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to watch the series, but this moment right now is going to bother me for the longest.
Can we once again say that this is not the last episode of The Bits?
Yeah, this is not the last episode of The Bits. We're still enjoying the series. I'm just enjoying it a little less today.
However, this is the last episode of A Town Called Duckburg.
Gosh. That was dead on arrival. I said from the start that I don't even know that this will be a podcast.
That is our DuckTales podcast that had 2 episodes, one of which did not air.
You thought I might fix it, I might not. That's how that works.
Oh, fantastic. So, wrapping up the episode,
Yeah.
Pearl gets her phone back, because we've been filibustering for what seems like hours.
Oh, yeah.
Pearl gets her phone back, and she unlocks it, and it's a picture of Amethyst that she really shouldn't show her girlfriend, because it's just Amethyst in a weird pose, and I can only see that causing more problems for poor Pearl.
Indeed.
But Amethyst, has no problem ruining relationships in the past, so... ...
Yeah.
Next thing we're going to find out is that Amethyst transformed into rose quartz to be the pink diamond that got killed by rose quartz so that Rose could give birth to Steven. Like, it's just going to keep going and be like super meta level.
Gosh.
And then Papua New Guinea is going to pop up and go, "This plot is confusing," and then disappear. And that will be the off-colors crossover that we want in this Avengers Infinity War style story.
Gosh. I feel like dozens of people are going to go onto the internet.
Just staring into the camera. I'm having a prediction. Hundreds of people have lost interest in something.
Maybe gain more interest. But not for the right reasons.
Ronaldo is about to say something disappointing.
Gosh, that actually may be a prediction because everything is disappointing. Oh gosh.
Just because I don't want to leave it hanging there before we wrap up this episode, the white diamond thing that I brought up earlier, white diamond not existing as like a power play for yellow and blue not to help pink. I'm like, why won't you come stop this rebellion? It's not us. Oh, we would. Yeah, we would. Yeah, totally. It's a supreme, better diamond. Yeah, it's super pure, has no faults. It's a white diamond. Yeah, and white diamond said no. So, yeah, sorry guys. Gem War's on though. Like,
Gosh.
we'll keep sending people, but we're not gonna come down.
The way you describe it, I'm just imagining both of them as the tallest from Vader Zim.
Exactly. I was just going like, ooh, yeah, we'd love to help, but man, that white diamond just said no. And Pink's just like, the white diamond, if I ever get her in a room with me, I'll give her a piece of my mind. It's like, yeah, you really just, you plan for that, okay?
Truly. Oh gosh.
So has anyone died in Steven Universe now?
Has anyone actually been shattered? Oh wait.
Is shattering even a thing?
Oh
wait, one.
Wait, who? I forgot.
I'm sorry, one. I meant just dozens of pearls. I misspoke. Apologies. You know how it is being a diamond.
Oh gosh. Jeez.
One pearl, 100 pearls. What? There's a gem war, right?
No. Everyone in Beach City is secretly a gem.
Oh man, that makes Ronaldo even worse.
Gosh. No one died in the gem war. Steven Universe is even real.
And on that note, we've just devalued our own podcast.
Use your minds, sheeple. Keep Beach City weird.
Oh god, we've gone from Angry Jonathan in 4 parts to conspiracy theory Ronaldo over here. I think it's time for final thoughts.
Oh, as you call it, freaking. Oh, so at the end of the episode, the rest of the Crystal Gems might find out the information as well.
Yeah, and then we get a teaser about everybody being upset about it. Moving on.
Whoop.
We'll talk about that next time.
Indeed.
Oh, so, Jonathan, overall, you liked the episode, right?
You guys, I enjoyed, what you call it, the cynical Steven. I enjoyed, what you call it, the different pearls.
Yeah.
Except for the last one. And I
plot convenience pearl.
Yeah, I actually liked what you call it, Pearl and Amethyst like back and forth throughout this episode. So yeah. Otherwise, besides my other like upsetness, this was a good episode. I just wish it had a bit more content in between, like kind of Inception type thing that they're doing as well.
I enjoyed it watching it.
Yeah.
Don't think about it too hard, but I enjoyed it. I prefer this 2-episode system if I had that more frequently than the 4 sporadic ones.
Oh, yeah, same. I like an episode that fully encapsulates around an idea and then like just gives you that explanation at base.
So stay tuned for 2 Ronaldo episodes in a row.
No, I do.
It's
not
gonna
want
happen.
That.
It's gonna be Ronaldo bomb.
Definitely.
Can I make a legitimate prediction though? Alright, my prediction has to do with Jasper. And I think that she will find out, like, and I was thinking about this today as well when I was discussing that pink diamond thing. You're just still sending me pink diamond freakout photos.
Did you call it? Just yeah. I'm still in denial.
Conspiracy theorist, I'm telling you, corkboard yarn. I know what I'm getting you for your next birthday. So anyway, I feel like what will happen is Jasper will return, find out that Steven is Rose as Pink Diamond, and then start trying to serve Steven. Like, trying to make up for the whole war thing, like, super apologetic, like, oh gosh, keeps calling Steven my diamond and making it awkward, and Steven's uncomfortable with it. And it'll get to the point where, like, Jasper's trying to be normal, and Steven's like, I just want you to chill. But Jasper can't break that programming. And so eventually, he's like, Steven will say something like, okay, you want an order? And she goes, yes, I live to serve my diamond. And he just goes, I want you to be yourself, or something like that, or like, I want you to just be our friend, or something like, just something like simple of like, I don't want you to be a soldier anymore. And then she'll just have her redemption be a part of the team. That is how I predict.
Jasper redemption arc.
They will. They shouldn't, but they will.
Do I have to like run that campaign for 2018 as well?
I mean, if we're running campaigns.
Did you call it? I ran that the first time. Did you call it last year? I made an image that said, "Don't give Jasper redemption arc 2K17. We're gonna make that 2K18. Don't. Please do not."
Alright, so I guess tomorrow I'll be running for the mayor of preventing redemption arcs.
Wait, what? I need to get off Google. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
You've still been Googling this whole... Oh my gosh, Jonathan, we're doing a show.
I'm just like looking at all the pictures of what it should look like and what it actually looks like. There's a reason that they look like that.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I guess I'm playing into the... Oh my... Okay. Stop.
Can't even finish his thought about how he's playing into the hype.
Yeah, I'm playing into the whole thing, and like she didn't feel like she fit in anything. Her like Crystal wasn't the same as the other Crystals stuff.
She's a diamond.
Diamonds. Yeah, her diamond wasn't shaped the same way the other diamonds were. She was a lot smaller. Indeed, she felt different. But also,
What's with all the characters on this show having a height complex?
Yeah. True. Did you call it? But I think the main premise of the show is like, hey, it's okay to be different and stuff.
I want a character to be sad that they're tall.
That could be Topaz.
But Topaz is nothing without Topaz.
Gosh.
Alright,
Yeah.
so, ending this podcast for the fourth time. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this little two-parter, or what you're angry about, or say some more things to make Jonathan Google stuff. You know what? Any of the three, I'm flexible.
I'm probably going to be Googling a lot. Not even.
Stay tuned for Jonathan's conspiracy video.
Oh gosh. For a conspiracy episode, it would just be me upset.
And isn't that the greatest gift of all? Well, without further ado, I've been the mayor of anything.
I've been Jonathan, a very angry person on the internet. Bits.
And remember, if you like the video, like it. Subscribe to Something About Geek Stuff for all your nerdy needs. Rate us on iTunes, Podcast Addict, Podcast app, whatever you're on. Let us know how we're doing. And if you leave a comment, we might just read it on the show.
Indeed. That's definitely a thing that will happen.
Fantastic. So, for the first time and final time on this episode, not the last episode, can't stress that enough.
But if Jasper gets a redemption arc, it will be the last episode.
This episode will be the last episode. We'll go back and we'll delete all the others in between.
Gosh.
From Conflicted Homeworld to Beach City, and all the continuity errors in between, this has been The Bits, a Steven Universe podcast. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I'll continue doing that. Bye. I didn't fully think this through.
That could be the motto of this podcast. So do you think they've stopped listening? I really liked this episode.